Hi everyone, my name's Will. I am the Aardwolf Security Director, and currently this is video one of one. If you enjoy the video, then let me know, and we will look into making more in the future. So I thought a really good place to start would be to showcase Hacking Hub. It's a website I came across the other day, and it is really useful in terms of like its real world type exploits. So it's none of this sort of CTF-y puzzly stuff where it's challenging in terms of technical abilities, but it's not really very real world. Whereas this is kind of completely the opposite sort of thing that you want to be doing as a pen tester, just to kind of sharpen your skills. So an example here is CVE 2025 29927. This is a Next.js vulnerability. So what you can do is, I've already logged in, but yeah, you just register for an account. It's completely free. I'm not affiliated with them in any way, so I haven't been asked to make this video. It's just a pretty cool platform. All right, so let's go and launch the hub. What's really cool about this as well is you don't have to have like a VPN connection or anything, which is pretty unusual. Just click launch the hub as I did just there, and it will create you a subdomain. So then we can just go to that subdomain, I'll open that in a new tab. And then you can see that we've got this login page here. So let me open up Burp Suite. So you can see I've got the professional, but it honestly doesn't matter whether you use the community edition or not. For what we're doing, either is totally fine. Okay, so first of all, I want to proxy this request here. Got some credentials, so you've got the user at example.com. And then we've got just a password as the login. So make sure intercept is on. Do that. Okay, we've got the request there. So what I normally do is just send that to repeater just so that I can test that later. We are getting a bit of garbage requests come in from Google and other websites. So what I would normally do is just go into my proxy settings and just ensure that in-scope targets are intercepted, and then we can add this one to the scope. Okay, so in future we should just be getting interceptions from our hacking hub. Okay, so you can have a look in the sidebar here. So we've got like the website structure. We can go to like HTTP history, and you can. Oh, I need to also do the same here. So if I just go to like only in scope stuff here as well, actually get rid of the Google stuff. So as you can see, we've got this 307 redirect here. Just the normal request will just create this temporary redirect. And it doesn't really seem to do much. So first things first, let's have a look at the CVE itself. So go to your favorite search engine. Here you go. You can see I've been on OffSec already researching this vulnerability. And this, I think, was a really good write-up just to help understand exactly what it is. So it's affected a whole bunch of Next.js versions, as you can see. And the exploit itself is very simple in how it's achieved. So, of course, it's got a critical rating, 9.1 CVSS score. And essentially, all you have to do is just add a middleware request to your HTTP request. And in this instance, the server should just blindly trust that you're authenticated. So let's just give it a try now. we've got the X middleware sub request here. And let's go back here. Let's open up our burp. So as you can remember earlier, we sent this request here to our repeater, so you get like a 307 temporary redirect. So as was shown here, what happens if we just add the header middleware here and then resend that request? You see, actually we get a 200 response, which means there's a good chance that it's worked. Let's go and render that page. You can see that it looks like we are indeed logged in. We can view events. So let's just have a look at the response. There was an events page. So let's just type events. So it looks like, yeah, that's a link here. So the href goes to /events. So let's just try modifying our request. So we've still got that same middleware header, but we'll just have events here. Again, if we go and render that page, you'll actually see that we have successfully browsed the events page, and we've also got a flag as well. So let's just go and grab that flag quickly. Go back here. So I assume it's this one here. Yeah, that was right. We've also got another example of this same exploit on subdomain. So let's go back here and then just visit that subdomain. So I'm just going to type subdomain.regulus, see if that works. Yeah, it looks like it has. Let's go back to burp. To our intercept. Right, I'm going to have to briefly turn off show only in scope responses, just because we want to get this subdomain here. Sometimes it can be easier just to go to the target. You can see how much junk has been built up already, so it's always good to filter out the scope. Let's add the subdomain and then go back to our show only in scope. Okay, so now if we go to HTTP history, filter our scope once again, and there you go, we've got these just subdomain and the normal regular non-subdomain. If we try and log in again, we want to try and get a 307. Let's just do the same as what we did last time. There you go, we've got a 307 request right there. So let's just send that one to repeater as we did previously. We get the same 307 as you'd expect. So let's just pull that same middleware header again from the previous request. Let's try that. Okay, so same kind of results as last time. It almost looks identical so far. So let's just see if the events link is still there. Yes, it is. So right, let's try that. Let's go and render. This time you can see it's a slightly different screen, so it has logged us in. We can see like the home events login and then like a create event button as well. So let's go back to the HTML and let's see what else we've got in events. It looks like there's a new one here as well. So we have events /create. So let's just try that. okay, we get a 200 as well for that one. So we go and render again. Oh, we've got the flag here. So that has created us, or it's allowed us to browse to the create event page. And that was just by applying that middleware header. So let's just go and see if this flag works. Yep, and that looks like that is correct. So I hope that this walkthrough has been fairly useful for you guys. Please do let me know your comments, whether you'd like to see more kind of videos like this. But yeah, I would say that Hacking Hub really is an awesome website, particularly as it's free as well. So learning doesn't have to be expensive these days. There are so many different platforms out there, and you can learn the basics of ethical hacking, I would say, very cheaply these days, if not for free. Okay, that's it. Thanks, guys.